Okay, Egypt has revised their citizenship by investment program. Some facts that I want to go over with you right before I start so you understand what you're getting from this passport if you invest in getting it. Let me go over a couple of things. The actual Social Security taxes that you would pay if you end up going there. Now, a lot of people say, well, Tom, I'm just getting the passport. Why are you talking about taxes? Because Egypt doesn't tax you unless you're actually living there. Most countries, 183 days a year. Well, as I've told people before, when you pick a passport, some things that you want to look at is number one is, does it allow dual citizenship? Does it have really good tax laws to where you can literally get your income taxes to zero if you live there? And is the country English speaking? If you can, unless you can speak Arabic, okay, you ought to be trying to keep your passports with the language that you can actually speak that language, wherever that is. It makes it very, very difficult to actually get things done and accomplished there. These are some things that you ought to be writing out and making a list of. The Social Security tax is actually pretty high there. It's 18.75% of the total social insurance salary. And then in addition, any managers or board of directors whose names are included in the commercial register of the company will be socially insured as employers and would be subject to social insurance at a flat rate of 21%, the total maximum wage. Now, on top of that, you're looking at around 54 visa-free or visa-free on arrival countries and territories that you can go to. To give you an example, St. Kitts, you can go to about 154 countries. So you're looking at about 3 times more with a St. Kitts passport. And St. Kitts has no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax. Not only allows dual citizenship, which Egypt does too, but you can actually live in St. Kitts totally income tax free. And being English speaking makes a huge difference. And these are the things that I would be looking for. And if you don't get citizenship in a country, you really you lock yourself out of a lot of opportunities if you want to go to that country and live. So you should be picking citizenship, but then look at those parameters I'm telling you that you want to look at before you get that passport, because otherwise you could be wasting a lot of time on this. And again, the income tax bracket is as high as 25%. Add that together with Social Security, and you can see it's a pretty socialistic country. Turkey's the same way. This country's actually competing a lot with Turkey. A little bit cheaper than Turkey to get the passport. The visa-free travel is worse with this country than Turkey. But like I've told you before, I don't like either one of the passports because it's not English speaking. The passport's not good. So you might say, well, why am I showing you this? Because I'm trying to give you a comparison so you can look at the different differences, because this program has revised their program several times. And, they've come down on the cost quite a bit. Several different times they've had this. But, people want to know, what is the difference in this in the other countries that are out there, like St. Kitts and Antigua and places like Dominica. Also, folks, if you want to legally get around high income taxes or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And number 2 is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. Now, the Egyptian government has unveiled a groundbreaking decision that basically is I think it will change their number of citizenships they will sell, because they keep dropping the price down. They have to keep dropping it because the visa-free travel on it is so bad. Now, immediately what they'll do is they're coming out with this passport, and before discussing the specific requirements and documentation necessary to navigate this new passport, Egyptian citizenship, is essential to note the initial steps in the process. Now, before doing anything, you're going to have to obtain a file number. The applicant must obtain a file number from the Egyptian Citizenship by Investment Unit before engaging in a property related to activities or bank transfers. Now, any transactions initiated before obtaining a file number will not account towards the citizenship application, so you got to make sure you do this. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting the money you're investing. Now, after securing the file number, the applicant can proceed with the investment or wait to receive the approval in principle. Investing immediately after obtaining a file number can expedite the final approval process compared to waiting for secondary approval after investing. Now, note that each approval phase typically takes between 3 and 6 months. Within these preliminary steps clarified, you're going to have documents and steps that applicants must adhere to when opting for this property route for citizenship. Now, these are the step-by-step guide to qualify for Egyptian citizenship through the real estate investments. Now, you're going to have to get there's a property purchase contract. Applicants must submit a copy of the property purchase contract, outline the specifics of the property transaction, the property license or building permit. In cases where the property is still under construction, applicants must provide a copy of the property license or building permit to validate its legality and ensure adherence to construction regulations. Utility bill, if applicable, should the property already be in use, complete with services like water and electricity. Applicants may be asked to furnish utility bills as supplementary documentation. And number 4 is $300,000 US dollar investment that you're going to have to invest to get the passport. And you're going to have proof of this transfer. A pivotal financial prerequisite for the citizenship option necessitates providing evidence of a $300,000 transfer. This transfer can be executed through a bank transfer or by passing through one of the custom ports spanning land, sea, air, or sea travel. Consequently, the applicant must dutifully deposit the specified amount into a designated bank account. And number 5 is a 5-year property ownership declaration. To guarantee the property's retention for a substantial period, applicants must declare their unwavering commitment not to sell the property for a minimum of 5 years from the date of acquisition. And number 6 is property registration evidence. Finally, applicants must produce compelling evidence affirming the property's registration in the real estate registry or its oversight by one of the state-owned authorities, confirming establishing its legal status. And number 7 is investment payment terms. Applicants have the option to pay for the real estate investment over 1 year from the date of receiving the primary approval. However, note that citizenship will only be granted upon proof of $300,000 investment. Now, of particular significance is that this decision places the Egyptian citizenship program in direct competition with its Turkish counterpart. The required investment is now significantly lower. It's $300,000 compared to Turkey's program, which is $400,000 threshold. This competitive edge is likely to attract a new wave of international investors. The only problem that you got is this passport is so bad. You're looking at just over 50 visa-free countries you can go to. The ranking's really bad for that. Now, the Egyptian real estate landscape is set to witness a shift as nearly every real estate developer in the country gears up to recalibrate their marketing strategies to include the promotion of citizenship to real estate investment. This transformation is expected to usher in a new era of real estate investment and development in Egypt, and enhancing or enticing investors worldwide. My suggestion to you is I would sit down and do a comparison. If I had to say how I would rate this, I would pick Turkey over Egypt, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't pick either one of these. I would pick a program in the Caribbean long before I picked this for many reasons. Number 1 is the ones in the Caribbean are English speaking. Their tax system is better. It's English speaking. To me, it's a no-brainer. If you want to know more, let's go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.